What's good? It's your boy Jay. That's me. Let's discuss Monday Night Raw from February the 5th, 2024. Pretty okay show for the most part. The We Want Cody fans, they have already started to hijack shows, which actually makes sense to an extent. And I do think on Thursday, we'll probably get a triple threat match. Rock, Roman, Cody. I think that's the best scenario for all this to happen and go down. You can kind of kill two birds with one stone if you're WWE. I don't believe that the reports where people are saying, well, they want Roman to break Hulk Hogan's record. That's not important now. That's not. Again, this isn't the Vince era anymore. This is the Triple H era. It's been that way for a couple of years now. Records are meaningless in WWE right now. They're meaningless. I don't think that anybody can go another 4 or 5 months with Roman as champion. No. It's either he loses at WrestleMania 40 or bust. All right? It makes the most sense. You have Cody defeat Roman, and then you could just do Rock and Roman at WrestleMania 41. I think that's what they're going to end up doing anyway, and it makes the most sense. Even though I'm not a fan of triple threat matches, it makes the most sense. I don't see them doing Roman, Cody night 1, Rock, Roman night 2. It's not going to happen. No. If this was Roman Reigns of old, like in 2019 and 2020, well, 2019, then I could see that, but Roman Reigns now, nope. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. It's not going to happen at all. Nah, you can forget that shit. No. So let's go ahead and get into Monday Night Raw. So we kick the show off with Seth Rollins. He does his usual welcome to Monday Night Raw shtick. And then he does the I'm a revolutionary, visionary shtick as well. So he says, after last Friday on Smackdown, I certainly can smell what's cooking around here. He said that you guys want Cody. He wants Cody as well. He's got more questions than answers. He tells Cody to come on down. So Cody Rhodes does his usual stick. What do you want to talk about with Seth Rollins in St. Louis? Rollins says he has to be honest with Cody. He says, I didn't think I was going to hear that one because fans start to chant Rocky sucks. It's been a hell of a week for you. He said, look, he's going to cut to the chase. He understands what he's going through. He's been there. He's been through it. We need answers. Last week, he said this was the most prestigious championship in the entire industry. He says, but he's going to be perfectly honest. I need this match as much as you do. I'm going to be real with you right now. I got to know that I'm better than I was last time we did this a couple years ago. I got to know that I'm the best. The only way I can know is if I'm the best, is if I test myself against the best. Cody, you are the best. Let's cut the crap. Are you going to fight me at WrestleMania? So out comes Drew McIntyre. He says he can speak on behalf of everybody. He says, I'll leave you both perfectly for WrestleMania. And you're going to potentially screw it up. Seth, you're the only person that hates CM Punk as much as me. You knew how bad he would be for this place, and I took him out. Oh, this was great. He unveils this CM Punk shirt that has CM Punk on a tombstone. It says his WrestleMania career, his WWE career, 2024 to 2024, which was great. So that was great. Oh man, this is really good shit. Really good shit. He says we're supposed to be in this ring, you and me tonight, or talking about main event match for the world title at WrestleMania. He says I even got the t-shirt made for us. Your extra small shirt is in the back. Why'd you get inside of his head, Cody? Don't listen to him. You got to finish the story you've been talking about for the last 2 years. Think about last year's WrestleMania. Think about all the work you've done on TV, off TV, the media events. You've earned this moment. Don't let me down. Don't let your family down. Don't let these people down all across the world. I don't want to go here because everybody else does. I was close to the man. I was his champion at Florida Championship Wrestling, FCW. Don't let your dad down, man. And then Rollins gets involved. He retorts and says, "You don't have to be a prick, Drew." On the road, making he doesn't accept my challenge at WrestleMania. It's going to be me and you. We done this dance twice. If I remember correctly, you've lost. Drew McIntyre then retorts by saying, "We know both those matches. He lost those matches to outside interference. But this is calling the Cuddle Black. Didn't you lose to him 3 times? Okay. I'm gonna say something nice. I heard what you had to say last Monday. I heard Roman Reigns had to say. Ignore him. If you're that insecure, I'll look you in the eye. You did an amazing job with that title. You worked your butt off every single week. Made that mean something. This is the true workhorse champion right here. You did that. You ignored him. What he has to say. Ignore what everyone has to say. This is the case of when you fight for this title, you're going to know what happens in his matches. Nobody wants to face him for it anymore because we know the finish. His family is going to finish his family is going to interfere every single time. He did it to me. He did it to Cody. He done it to multiple people. In this case, made the best man win, except in my case, of course. I was screwed a couple times. I'm not finished yet. You're a world workhorse. They would have shot you dead after the first injury. Now 17 injuries later, it's time for somebody to do the job. You did an amazing job as champion. You took it this far, but it's time for Drew McIntyre to take it from here. Then McIntyre headbutts Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes begins to throw haymakers at Drew McIntyre, and then Drew McIntyre retreats. So this was great. I love this. Heel Drew kicks major ass. I love me some Drew McIntyre, man. I do. Drew McIntyre is legit. He's a legit badass. I love it. This is great. We want Cody chants. They were thunderous. We want Cody chants. Signs at the arena. So that's cool for that. Again, we all know WrestleMania 40 is going to be a triple threat. It's going to basically be Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Rock. Night 2 of WrestleMania. It just makes perfect sense. There's no other way. Next, moving on. We got a long, and I do mean long, boring ass Fatal 4-Way for qualifier. The New Day, Imperium, DIY, the Creed Brothers. So, DIY, they get the win via meet in the middle. This thing went on forever. I'm just like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? This is way too long. This went on for a good 20-something minutes. It had to be. It had to. Oh my God. It is what it is. So, this Friday on Smackdown, it's going to be Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, a.k.a. British Strong Style versus Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, DIY. Oh my God. The winner of that will face Judgment Day at the Chamber. Oh my God. Oof. Triple H. Why do you have to book these long ass fucking matches? Why, bro? Why? Moving on. So Shayna Baszler, she cut a promo backstage saying last time she was in the Elimination Chamber, she destroyed everybody in it. And in order to get to Becky Lynch, that didn't go the way she wanted it tonight. She doesn't have to do all that. She gets Becky Lynch right away, and I can take care of her and tear her apart limb by limb. So Becky Lynch, she retorts backstage. She said last time she thought she fought Shayna, I wanted to beat her because my title was on the line. But this time, when I fight Shayna, I need to beat her because my future's on the line. Pretty good little promo there. This leads us into Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. Elimination qualifying match. Becky wins. This is a bit long, too. This lasted maybe about 15 minutes. Whatever reason, I have no idea why. So Becky Lynch wins via the Manhandle Slam. So she is the first one to qualify. Which makes sense. I still don't understand why you didn't have Becky win the Rumble. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Moving on. So Kathy Kelly, she has a backstage interview with Liv Morgan. She asked how Liv is finding things since her return to the Royal Rumble. Liv thinks that Zoe Stark is incredible, but respectfully, these girls have nothing to do with her business. She had almost a year of her career taken away from her. Next week is about her revenge, and her revenge is about Rhea Ripley. And then she says, watch me. So this is fine. I would imagine she's going to win her qualifying match. I think the final two are going to come down in the chamber. It's probably going to be Becky and Liv Morgan. And this is probably where Becky's going to go over, because that feels more of like a WrestleMania match, if we're being honest. Whereas Rhea and Liv, that feels more like a Monday Night Raw match, if we're being honest. That's something that you can do on television. I'm not knocking Liv Morgan. I'm a fan of her work. She's really good. But I'm just being honest. On paper, it just feels like that's something that you could do on a Raw or a SmackDown. I'm just being honest and just stating the facts. I'm serious. But I do think that it'll probably be Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan being the final two in the chamber. I think that would be good, and that would tell a great story right there. Moving on. So Adam Pearce is going to fine Drew McIntyre for headbutting Seth Rollins and for creating the CM Punk shirt. So Adam Pearce wants to maintain some order. Drew McIntyre tells Adam Pearce to take control of his show since there's only one true leader. So Rhea Ripley, she comes out. She's pissed off. She said, yes, Becky Lynch disqualified for the Elimination Chamber match. I'm not out here to talk about qualifying matches. She's out here because she wants Nia Jax in this ring, one-on-one, so she can rip her bloody head off. So Adam Pearce comes out. He says, you and I both know that this is not the time for this, okay? I understand you're upset. Everybody can see that you're upset. We're not going to do it right now. I get it. I know what you want. I know you want Nia Jax. So here's what I've done. I'm giving you Nia Jax for the championship at the Elimination Chamber. Does that work for you? Then please, let's get the show going. Not this time. This is not the time, my bad. So then Nia comes out. She shoves Adam Pearce. They have a little brawl between her and Rhea. And Nia Jax overpowers Rhea. And she lays out the security team. And then she plants Rhea with the Annihilator, a.k.a. the Bonsai Drop. So that's pretty cool there. It makes sense. I figured it was going to be Nia and Rhea at the chamber anyway. Makes perfect sense. So it is what it is. And then after that, Nia will probably go back into the mid-card. Next, I wanted to burn my television. The Alpha Academy, which is Akira Tozawa and Maxine Dupree, versus the Viking Raiders in a mixed tag, which is Ivar and Valhalla. So, Ivar gets the win via the World's Strongest Slam for the 1-2-3. Who cares? This sucks. Enough of this boring-ass lame feud. I don't get it. I don't understand why Triple H continues to push Ivar. For what? You're not going to do anything with him. He's just like Bronson Reed, who wasn't even on the show at all. So, I don't fucking know, man. Moving on. So R-Truth, he interrupts the Judgment Day's meeting. So Finn Balor gets upset. He walks out. Dom does the same thing. JD tries to talk shit to R-Truth. R-Truth still thinks he's a part of the family. Daniel Priest tells R-Truth to make himself at home, and then he dips out. And then R-Truth starts saying that we can still sell some of these shirts. I love me some R-Truth. Next, The Miz versus JD McDonough. So R-Truth comes out in the middle of the match. He gets involved. Miz defeats JD McDonough via the skull crushing finale for the 1, 2, 3. Post-match, R-Truth, he gives all the money to The Miz. So this is great. This is great. I love this. This is great. I love R-Truth, man. But I don't understand why Triple H is going to push a tag team that's 10 years old. I don't get it. I don't understand why we have to go back to 2014, but it is what it is. I guess this is the best way to salvage The Miz ever since he lost against Gunther a while back, so I guess this makes sense, I guess. Moving on. My boy, Bron Breakker, the badass, he showed up to talk to Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce said he's going to make an offer that Bron can't refuse, and he's going to even do better than Nick Aldis. So this makes sense. Moving on. So we get a CM Punk recap video. He's getting started for his torn tricep. CM Punk says that his comeback will be the greatest of all time. Okay, cool. Moving on. Gunther, he's out next. Imperium's out next. So, he has his 600-day championship celebration. Gunther he's out there with the rest of Imperium. So Gunther says, to the surprise of absolutely nobody, I'm sitting here today celebrating the jubilee of 600 days as Intercontinental World Heavyweight Champion. But be honest, Ludwig, I really appreciate the gesture of getting setting it all up, but I don't want it anymore going forward. Because what's the point? 600 days, 700 days, 800 days, heck, 1,000 days. All of that is a given anyway, which is great. Because one thing will never change, and that is the ring general being the greatest and longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. Excuse me, my bad. The longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, heavyweight champion of all time. And the fact of the matter is, I'm running out of competition here. There's no man worthy of challenging me for this great championship. Who is it? You tell me. Who? Out comes my boy, Jay Uso. He says he's now in your city. Gunther says that he gets it. Simple gestures for a very simple audience. I get it. CJ, the last time I saw you, I landed you from the Royal Rumble. I expected that you wanted to have a word with me, but that's not the way. It's still a celebration. I'm sensing a bit of disrespect here. Jey Uso says, no disrespect, Us. You've earned your stripes. I've seen the work you put in 600 days. Plus, Us, the longest IC champion in WWE history, the ring general Gunther. And Gunther says that he appreciates what Jay just said. He says that Jay is a very accomplished man. You're one of the most decorated tag team wrestlers of all time. You're probably the best tag team in WWE history. Hell, you even held the record for the longest reigning tag team champions of all time. And the best is you only had to put in 50% of the work, which was great. That was great right there. He says that he's confused. That's where he's confused. He doesn't understand how we can see eye to eye, unlike you. Because unlike you, I've achieved doing this work. I've achieved doing all this by myself. So, Jay responds by saying, I guess you're going to go ahead and put in 100% of the work, Gunther. And I'm going to reintroduce myself. They call me Uso. 1,000-day plus as champion, a tag team champion. First tag team champion at WrestleMania. Oh, it's 2024. First singles champion. And if you want Jey Uso to be the Intercontinental Champion, let me hear you. Then say yeet. The crowd says yeet. And then Gunther says, well, good for you. After 15 years, you can finally develop the guts to step out of the shadow of your family and achieve something for yourself. So let me talk really plain and simple for you. You're not the first, you won't be the last that rides on the coattails of the ring general. When I beat you, I'm going to beat you worse than your family ever did. And I'm going to beat you so bad that you wish you were back in the good old days, or people couldn't even tell you apart from your brother. And then Imperium, they gang up on Jey Uso. And then in the New Day, they come out to make the save. So that's pretty good shit there. I enjoyed that. Gunther is pretty good on the mic. But Jay needs to win this. My thing is, where do you do this at? Do you do this at the Elimination Chamber, or do you do it at WrestleMania? I don't know. I'm guessing the Chamber. It will make sense, I guess. I don't know if you can hold this thing on until WrestleMania 40. I just don't know if you can do 8 weeks of television with this. I really don't know. Moving on. So, Shinsuke Nakamura, he cuts a backstage promo. He says, Cody, you want to fight me so badly? Fine. You chose a World Road match because you thought it would bring you an advantage. But the only thing it will do is will bring embarrassment to your family name when I beat you in the match that made your family famous. That is what you will get from this match. Pain, loss, shame. I see people saying, we want Cody. But no. I want Cody. Okay, that's fine. Moving on. The Kabuki Warriors, they defeated KC Squared to retain the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships via the reverse DDT into the insane elbow combo for the 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool, I guess. Moving on. So, Sami Zayn has a sit-down interview with Jackie Redmond. She just wants to know what's next for Sami Zayn, what's going on in the mind of Sami Zayn. So Sami Zayn says that he's been thinking a lot. It does have a bit to do with Drew McIntyre. He said he had a pretty good year. He's thinking about a lot this past year. I brought him back to WrestleMania last year, right before the Elimination Chamber, going to the biggest match of his career against Roman Reigns in his hometown. His Cinderella story, all stars were aligned. He came close, but he came up a little bit short. He said, there's this conversation he had after the match that he can't get out of his head. Triple H pulled him aside. Says nobody really knows this. He pulled me aside after the match. He said that I was down, and he said, you have nothing to worry about. Nothing to be down about. You just gave a performance of a lifetime. You're Rocky, the ultimate underdog. And you know Rocky overcame all these obstacles. He didn't beat the champion in Rocky 1, but he got the distance with the champion. He's what makes, and he makes a name for himself. And he did that tonight. He says, don't get me wrong. In the ring, I'll fight like an underdog every night, but I give 100% of what's inside of me, like life or death, because for me, it is life or death. If I'm not alive in there, I might as well be dead. So I will fight like an underdog, but I'm not an underdog anymore. I'm a contender now. I'm a contender who's going to be champion. And then, Jackie Redmond asked Sammy, what is it about being a champion? Do you feel like you have something else to prove? And then Sammy says, yeah, there's a lot. Sure, there's a part of me that needs to prove something to myself. But more importantly, it's to prove something to the people who are sitting in these seats. It's about proving to them. It's about proving that they didn't believe in me for nothing. They believed in me and proving them right. That's what it's about. So this is pretty cool, I guess. Again, I don't see Sami Zayn as a contender. I really don't. I like Sami Zayn. I could see him being one of Drew McIntyre's first opponents after Drew defeats Seth at WrestleMania. I could see that. I could. Moving on. Main event. Cody Rhodes versus Cody Rhodes versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a bull rope match. Cody Rhodes wins via the crossroads. Cody Rhodes took the mist from Nakamura, just like he took the mist this past, I believe it was Saturday. They showed a clip of them doing a live event when Nakamura missed Cody Rhodes. Post-match, Drew McIntyre attacks Cody Rhodes from behind, and he hits Cody with the Claymore, and then he stands tall, and that was the end of the show. So Raw was okay for the most part. It could have been better. Again, like I said before, I think they're going to do the triple threat, The Rock, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 40, Night 2 main event. And they're probably going to do Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre Night 1 main event. So I think that makes the most sense. We'll probably also get Rhea and Becky Lynch at Mania for sure. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen on Thursday. I'll be watching it and everything else for sure. But overall, Monday Night Raw was okay for the most part. It could have been better. I'm tired of these long-ass matches. I really am. I'm so tired of these long-ass matches. But Raw was okay. But what did you guys think? Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.